Chimaev intensified things by challenging Alex Pereira, questioning whether the champion truly wants that bout. He dared Pereira to show his worth and stated his conviction the contest would finish fast. This challenge significantly escalated the drama and immediately grabbed the notice of fans. Arises. Khamzat Chimaev immediately set his sights on Alex Pereira, demanding a huge clash and displaying no reluctance. He articulated his conviction that the bout would be brief, boldly guaranteeing a quick stoppage should Pereira take it. On the other hand, Alex Pereira has ignored Khamzat Chimaev's challenges and concentrates on boosting his grappling, holding his focus on training instead of the drama. Der Ritter thinks Khamzat Chimaev would fare very well at light heavyweight. He emphasizes the shortage of strong grapplers in the division, arguing Khamzat. John Jones feels Khamzat Chimaev has the ability to win any weight class. He also states he'd like to watch Khamzat challenge himself at light heavyweight. Jones states he esteemed the prospect of spending true time with Khamzat Chimaev in Chechnya. He clarified that having a meal and training alongside made it their closest connection to date. Jones declared he was able to discern Khamzat's true persona and described him as a worthy gentleman, adding that Bo Nickel thinks Nasruddin Imov is the worthiest challenger for Khamzat Chimaev at this moment. He states Rainier de Ritter would have been the preferred option had he won his recent fight. However, with that defeat, Imavov is the most logical choice. Bo is also unsure Khamzat will remain at middleweight by the point he gets to the peak, mentioning that Khamzat's next division and long-range strategies are still vague. Sarukian's former coach, Sergey Torosian, thinks no true dangers exist for Khamzat Chimaev at middleweight presently. He claims Nasruddin Imov couldn't withstand Khamzat's grappling either, and thinks Imov realizes that himself. Applauded Khamzat's resilience, stating combatants, such as Khamzat and Islam, make rivals feel they never grow weary. He detailed that their intense pressure and grappling methods become too much if you have not encountered them before. Strickland noted that, should you keep fighting back, vulnerabilities surface, though their approach is quite distinct and hard to cope with. Gable Stevenson likewise lauded Khamzat Chimaev and described how combatants such as Khamzat and Islam Makhachev utilize grappling to dominate MMA. He stated that today's most victorious athletes are currently those who prioritize wrestling initially. As per Gable, Islam and Khamzat employed that menace to intimidate adversaries, then create openings to deliver. Ben Askren, meanwhile, remarked Khamzat Chimaev appeared dominant in his recent match, commanding his rival and displaying superb positioning. Yet, he believed Khamzat didn't press for a stoppage, instead proceeding cautiously. Askren additionally found it unexpected that Chimaev discussed ascending weight classes so soon after his recent 170 bout. Yet, proposed Alex Pereira might be an engaging test for Khamzat Chimaev, yet voiced some worries. He highlighted Pereira's prior issues with groundwork, prompting queries on how he would cope with Khamzat's pressure. Askren further conveyed annoyance potential pairings. Robert Whitaker gave his view on who might defeat Khamzat Chimaev, stating it's currently very tough to picture anyone doing so. He suggests elite jiu-jitsu would be vital, identifying Nasruddin Imov as someone with powerful, measuring him against elite fighters such as Gilbert Burns. Still, Whitaker conceded that bouts are uncertain, and even small struck by a strike can change. Allen likewise backs Khamzat Chimaev for a possible bout against Nasruddin Imov, noting Khamzat's obvious ground advantage. Though he acknowledges Imov's quickness and striking ability, Allen feels grappling and dominant positioning would probably settle the contest, handing Chimaev a substantial benefit if it becomes a mat exchange. Conversely, Umar Nurmagomedov is set for his upcoming bout and also offers his views on Petr Yan. He thinks Petr Yan is a more skilled fighter than Marab. He further says if Yan maintains the form he displayed at UFC 323, he would defeat Davalashvili always. Umar also applauds Marab's efforts and while Sean O'Malley believes Marab deserves a title shot, he still thinks the White House fight with Peter Yan is the biggest matchup from a pure major fight viewpoint. Battling Peter at the White House simply makes sense. Sean also states that he wants to go out there and nevertheless, Islam Makhachev believes Umar Nurmagomedov merits a second fight with Marab. He likens this to his own path following his sole defeat, noting that though he once had the opportunity to avenge that loss, that prospect is now closed for him. Islam considers Umar still holds a Sean O'Malley respects Peter Yan greatly, calling him one of his preferred fighters to observe. He remembers Peter's ascent in the sport, impressed by his skill, seeing him as a small but highly formidable. O'Malley's gaze is also fixed on Peter Yan at the White House, after he battles Song Yadong. Yan's victory versus Murab reignited his drive, compelling him to beat Song and pursue that contest next. O'Malley thinks the timing is right, especially as other big and plenty is happening in the featherweight division too, since the title fight is approaching. Alexander Volkanovski intends to stop Diego Lopez while taking his and coming back swiftly. He anticipates a quick win might position him for another bout soon, possibly versus Movsar Evloev or Lyron Murphy. Lopez is also focusing mentally for his second fight with Alexander Volkanovski, showing he aims for a decisive win. Competing before Volkanovski's local crowd, Lopez seeks either a knockout or a submission to ensure the outcome is undeniable. Nowski additionally spoke on Diego Lopez's title bid instead of Lyron Murphy and Movsar Evloev, accepting that the pairing still presented a great fight. He implied that Murphy and Movsar were probably destined for a bout with one another, and if that came to fruition, he would be content to bide his time to encounter the victor. Diego Lopez also reflects on his initial bout against Alexander Volkanov. Too much of a knockout. He states that he neglected to enjoy the bout and mentions that when he's having fun and relaxed inside there, that's when Alexander Volkanovski rejected any talk of retirement following his fight with Diego Lopez. He stated clearly that the rumors appeared without cause and explained that stepping away was never his intention. While conceding that incurring severe harm could shift his view, he highlighted that this was not how he saw the match unfolding. Volkanovski anticipated victory, suffering minimal damage and returning swiftly. He also mentioned facing an undefeated UFC fighter next was appealing, but stressed his plan was to fight, not walk away. Xander Volkanovski, likewise, though he would take the bout if it appeared, he confesses he won't be pursuing that weight class shortly. Volkanovski thinks he requires 2 or 3 decisive wins before getting another shot and feels he isn't deserving just yet. So that wraps up today's video, and we truly hope you enjoyed it. Tell us your views on this match in the section below and subscribe to our channel to receive more updates on all the latest UFC content.